Dragonflight, if you have not heard the news, has soared into people's hearts. The current community consensus is that it's a good expansion. So far, at least. But to be fair, most of us are not even level 70 yet, and let's be honest, after the dumpster fire that was the last expansion, I think that many of us would rather have our eyeballs eaten by ghouls than play Shadowlands again. But I know there are many of you out there who are not playing Dragonflight right now due to being skeptical, or for whatever reason of your choice. Blizzard hasn't exactly had the best reputation as of late after all, so maybe you're confused as to why this expansion has been received so well by the community, which is why I made this video that you are watching right now. So like with previous videos on our channel, we have gone to the community, asking them through polls and social media what exactly you guys enjoy the most about Dragonflight and why. And I think that after reading through so many comments here on this channel and on other places and running polls, we've narrowed down the 5 things that people are loving the most about Dragonflight. Let's talk about them right now, with the best one being saved for last. Number 1, Drakthier Evokers. Based on the comments from you guys that we've seen, Drakthier have not been received as well as, let's say, Death Knights or Demon Hunters, but that doesn't mean that Evokers haven't been an awesome addition to the game for many people. The Drakthier are the children of Neltharion, the mad black dragon aspect, who are meant to be weapons using a combination of the various Dragonflight's magics as, well, Evokers, aka mages with wings and claws. Big ass claws. Also, they're technically not the children of Neltharion because they were like a freak mad experiment and whatever. This race and class has introduced a lot of new mechanics to World of Warcraft in terms of gameplay, so it is no surprise that so many people love the addition of this race and class combo so far, even if, speaking only for myself here, I am not the biggest fan of their gameplay, but hey, what can I say? The Death Knight and the Warrior's overcompensating nature, it just suits my ego better, you know what I'm saying? Check it out. The Drakthier have the ability to charge spells, making them more powerful. They can use a large variety of magic due to them being a combination of all the aspects. They're certainly a very pretty class to play with all those glowy pixels they got. They can DPS as well as heal, and hey, the Drakthier even have their own dragon flying mount, free of charge, aka themselves. How cool is that? We've gotten plenty of comments about the Drakthier, one of which is from Dazmaster22. He says, I'm having a ton of fun with the Drakthier Evoker. I think they're super cool. I've been playing as a Drakthier healer, and I've been having a blast with the expansion. Tons of comments like these all across the internet, guys. I think it's fair to say that there are a lot of people that are enjoying this new racing class, and hopefully, maybe even those of us who are not the biggest fans of Evokers will grow to enjoy the class more as it evolves. Number 2, profession updates. I'm gonna be real with you guys right now. If this video were solely about my opinion of the game, the updated profession system would be my number 1 choice for what I love most about Dragonflight. At last, professions feel fresh and enjoyable again, and I could not be happier. For most of WoW's history, professions have remained relatively unchanged, but now we have the ability to do a load of new things that honestly are long overdue in this game. For one thing, we can find lower and higher quality materials out in the open world, meaning that higher quality materials will, you guessed it, make higher quality stuff for us to use. We are also seeing a deepening of the profession choice system, where a player can choose to specialize in a particular type of skill within their profession. A blacksmith, for example, might specialize in making weapons or smaller armor pieces like wrists, or greater armor pieces like the chest and legs. Some of these choices for some professions even grant the player special abilities. Like here as a miner, I can commune with elemental infused nodes to get special powers and buffs from my character, and I love that. And the best part about this feature alone is that no 2 blacksmiths, alchemists, whatever, they're not going to be the same. Even in the open world, there's still plenty to find, like recipes, items, and upgrades. Your profession knowledge, skill tomes, and more professions have gotten a lot of love, and the players are loving it. Little side note, I also love these hidden caves as a miner that you can find out in the world containing treasures that only I get access to. Oh yeah, dude. Stay away from my cave, you peasants. Lord Cadus says, I have to say, I really enjoy professions now. I never thought I would see the day where I am excited to be a jewel crafter. If people are excited to be jewel crafters now, fellas, you know Blizzard is doing something right. Number 3, exploration. When it comes to MMORPGs, many of us are big fans of exploration, going out into the open world, seeing what we can find, and wondering what lies beyond. And to go back to a previously explored location and find even more waiting for us, stuff we missed the first time through, that's awesome. And Dragonflight, dude, it goes overboard with its exploration. It seems that with every zone, there's tons to find, from new factions, new lore, treasures, hidden areas, and even gameplay features like the Great Hunt or making that giant soup thing over in the Tuskar area if you guys have been to those places yet. You know what I'm talking about. Chris Key says Valdrakken blows Oribos out of the water. I agree. And second of all, the whole island vibe with the incredibly diverse and beautiful scenery, along with the ambient noises like the crickets near the river or rain, etc. I'm having so much enjoyment. After spending a couple of years playing in literal hell, this is a really nice breath of fresh air. For myself, exploration is one of my favorite parts of an MMO, and many of you seem to be saying the exact same thing Dragonflight delivers when it comes to discovery. In fact, I'd say one of my favorite comments that I saw come from you all was Token SB, a serious WoW gamer who's been playing the game on and off over several years. And he says, in a nutshell, Dragonflight feels like a new game to me. And it's a feeling that I haven't had since Legion, after not really playing since Wrath of the Lich King. And not knowing as I explore is great. The fact that for the most part, I have no idea what I'm doing, that is what he thinks is the best part of this expansion. He played WoW since vanilla, on and off. He's a mythic raider, and this feeling of discovery he has not felt since Legion. You guys can pause the video and read this entire comment if you want. Point is, he loves it. A lot of you guys love it. The exploration is awesome. I don't know about you guys, but for me, Dragonflight has felt so fresh that me and my friends, we have even been ignoring Wrath of the Lich King. Can you believe it? Me, Nixxiom, the classic WoW nerd. It's awesome. It's cool to see Blizzard doing well. Number 4, the return of player choice. Something that World of Warcraft has been really lacking in over the years is choice when it comes to really defining who you are as that orc warrior, that night elf death knight, or that human warlock. Now sure, you can customize the way your character looks on the creation screen, but when it comes to actually defining who you are and how you play, we haven't had that much love since, well, really the early days of Warcraft. A big complaint has been that every class has felt the same over the years, especially with the previous talent tree system that we got in Mists of Pandaria. Oh, you chose the talent on the left-hand side of the screen? Well, I chose the middle talent. It was too simple. You guys agree? Well, I certainly say that, at least when it comes to talent points, people are pretty happy that they have all this choice and variety back to determining their gameplay. So many people have been talking about talent points. So many people have said that talent trees are one of their favorite additions of this expansion. A lot of people love the new, or I guess I should say somewhat returning, talent system. I think it goes without saying that Classic WoW's success really changed the way that Blizzard is looking at World of Warcraft going forward. Talent trees returning are such a great change that help us shape the character and the abilities that we want to play with. But more than that, in regards to player choice and customization, we talked about the variety of professions earlier in this video, the introduction of those unique profession abilities. There's such a breath of fresh air now when it comes to customizing the character that we're playing as. I will admit though, I just wish we could see some of this love come into WoW's early game for new players, because although everything so far has been awesome in the Dragon Isles, if you're a new player questing in Durotar as some baby orc, you're really missing out. But there is one thing, my friends, one thing that people have loved more than anything else in Dragonflight, the highest voted and most commented on feature with this expansion. And do you know what that is? Well, before I tell you, just would like to take a moment to announce our new Dragon Slayer t-shirt over on our spread shop. If you want to get yourself one for Dragonflight, link down in the description below. I wear one myself, and it's awesome. Number 5, dragon riding. When Dragonflight first came out, I started reading all the comments. The whole Nixxiom team started reading all the comments about the expansion all across the internet. YouTube comment sections, news articles, blah, 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 blah. Gathering as much info as we could to make this video. And dragon riding stood out like a sore thumb because everybody loves it. And then, even when we ran our recent poll over on the YouTube community tab, this feature was the highest rated, well, feature above everything else. I mean, just look at these results based on over 4,500 votes. Damn! Almost 50% of the voters all said that dragon riding was their favorite feature so far with this expansion, and who can blame them? Dragon riding, it might be a simple mechanic in theory, but it's good, clean, and honest fun. Learning to fly and getting used to the controls, customizing your dragon the way you want it to look, some customization options even being hidden behind achievements or raids or whatever. I love it. We love it. The players love it. Learning new flying skills as you level up through the Dragon Isles by finding the dragon relics that you find through exploration, all hidden throughout the world. Even the timed challenges of flying through the rings, which are hidden everywhere through the Isles. Now, yes, I know what you're gonna say. Yeah, it does look like Spyro the Dragon flying through the gold rings, but who cares? If something works, keep doing it. Stick to it. It's fun. So in the end, maybe not everyone is as big of a profession nut as I am deep down, but I'm very happy to see dragon riding on top. Now, hopefully, if we get Classic Plus one day, Blizzard learns from Dragonflight's successes and failures and gives us the best new Classic experience possible. Mookluk even went on a rant in this video about the changes that he feels we need in order to make such an idea a success if Blizzard goes down that route one day. But I guess we'll have to wait and see to find out what Blizzard decides to do. But in the meanwhile, we have a whole Dragon Island to explore. And what a good time to be a WoW player it is. Thanks for watching, everybody.